This is even still a little bit shiny. Custom, look at that, it's great. It's shiny. Hello guys, and welcome to Found in the Ground. This is my channel where I go out finding history, and then I'm going to take you on a journey with that history, and we're going to explore the items that we find and do practical projects with them as well and have a little bit of fun. I'm out today with a mate of mine who's on the camera. Thank you, Simon. Beautiful field in Norfolk, and I'm not joking, 10 minutes into this and I think I've got a hammered coin in the ground. Absolutely beautiful moment. But I'm going to pop it out. It's feeling very... No, it's a button! You couldn't write it. It was right where I found hammered coins. I thought we were in business. That, ladies and gentlemen, is metal detecting for you. I've had my heart pounding out my chest, got excited, and it's just a button. But there we go. Next one will be a hammered. It may not have been a hammered coin earlier. It was an illegal button, but this is even still a little bit shiny. I'm in no doubt. There's got to be a hammered coin. Gosh, I think it's a full penny. As you can see, it's still shiny on there. Oh wow, what could it be? Is it a long cross? Yeah, I can see some pellets. Probably a full Eddie penny, isn't it? Right, let's have a quick clean up. Oh wow, this penny is ridiculous. Look at that detail. It's so odd though. I've never seen one come up so shiny, but then the sort of raised areas are so black. I'm sure it's just needs a clean, but to be honest, I'm reluctant to clean it any more than that, or even polish it up, because look at it. It's not clipped. The detail is phenomenal. Should we have a look on the back? Hopefully you can read that. Civitas London, made in London. What a beautiful, beautiful thing. I wonder if it is a forgery, but then don't know about you guys, not really heard of contemporaneous medieval silver penny forgeries. As many other detectorists will know, identifying Edward pennies can be quite difficult. Edward I, II and III had consecutive reigns and the coins all looked very, very similar. However, my penny's got something that stands out. It's got two pellets along the breast or the neckline of the monarch's profile. This stood out as something to target. So when I went on the internet, I started to find pennies that had 3 pellets along the neckline belonging to Edward I. But I couldn't find one with 2, so I thought I might have a super rare coin. I had to reach out to a friend of mine who's very knowledgeable, and he came back to me and said, have you considered whether the striking of this coin could have removed one of the pellets? I found this intriguing, had a closer look at the coin, and yes, he was right. You can see the long cross strike on this penny takes out the first pellet. So I was looking for a 2 pellet coin that simply doesn't exist. This is an Edward I Class 4E London Mint penny. Monstrous musketball just peering out of the ground here. Absolutely huge. Thud. That's one of the bigger calibers. And it looks reasonably unfired, that one. Very, very smooth and round. What a lovely, lovely thing. Another button joins the party. A darker one. Yeah, we can do better than that. At some point it was some sort of buckly goodness. There's not a lot left now, sadly. Round in the ground situation, people. It's a greenie, halfpenny sort of size. Not a lot going on. No, certainly halfpenny. Could be a Georgie or a Willie at this point. I don't think I'm ever going to know actually. It's really, really smooth. Blankety blank. A halfpenny of absolute nothingness. Probably 200 to 300 years old. Still a coin, we'll take it. And today's imprint award goes to this button. My gosh. You're a big chunky monkey, aren't you? Yeah, nothing exciting about it. Give me a screamer of a signal. There we go. Plenty of field to go at. Here we are with Simon, who's got a round in the ground situation.
First round of the morning.
First round of the morning for Simon. You can see it just... Yeah. I don't know, we're in two minds, think it could be a button.
Let's reach in.
But I had this earlier with a hammered coin. What are we looking at? It's whether there's a shank on the back or not.
I think this would be the back if it's...
Yeah. You feeling something? Oh, yeah. I can see a protrusion. But... yes, a button. Well, you know, I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? And they're illegal, those sort of buttons. They look like little hammered coins or little silver milled coins, and then boom, gone, just a button. Never mind. It's shiny. It's sort of gold. It's got a lion on it and a crown. And as we get closer, you can see it's kind of a fancy button. I think it's like almost like a sphinxy, liony something with a crown. So this is a I can't remember the buttons now. All right, moment. Help! I've just completely forgotten. But yeah, it's buttons what have got things on them type affair. Beautiful little thing. Livery buttons. They're called livery buttons. That's a livery button, that one. It's a little one, but it still counts. Can you see it? It's near the worm. Got another musketball situation. Slightly smaller. It might be, no, I don't think it's a pistol. No, it's still quite a large caliber. Another musketball. I may have dropped the other one. Oops. Jeez, they just keep on coming. It's another musketball. Lovely condition. Just had something rather interesting pop out of this stubbly joy. And yeah, I think the head of a pin, whether it's a clothes pin or a hairpin or maybe even the end of a purse bar, I'm not quite sure, but I think that's what it's most likely to be. It looks flipping up. It looks flipping old. Get my words out. Yeah, interesting that. Not much design to it. Very basic. Maybe a poor person's one, or just maybe it's really, really old. Yeah, interesting. I've got another hammer coin. Yes! It's a cut half. I love the fact that this guy is streaming in the background so loudly. It's really helpful. If only he'd go away. Yeah, cut half. Oh, could be. Oh, it's a voided long cross. It's a Henry III voided long cross. This is 700 years old. 750 really. Amazing. Oh wow. Look at that. there's going to be loads of detail there. I'll clean it up and we'll have a look at it together. It's tiny. There's a face peering at me through history there. It's actually, yes, yeah, it is. It's Henry III. I thought initially it was going to be a long cross, but now you can see, look, clear as day. There's the voided long cross there. You only get voided long cross Henry III, so you know what you've got straight away. Once you get the muck out of that void anyway, otherwise it looks like a normal long cross. But it's a great little thing. And you can see his curly hair. It's cut right down the middle of his head. If you can see that. You can see his left eye just peeping out, and he's got his curls. That is a fabulous, fabulous cut half. And that's 2 hammered coins for my day as well. Absolutely brilliant. I want to go for 4. I'm going to head to another field actually now, although why I would leave this field I don't know, but I think we'll try. We'll have a change of place. I can't stop looking at it, it's great. And see if we can find some more. Let's try and get up to 3 or 4 hammers. So Simon's called me over. He's quite excited. It's quite a high, bright signal on the knocks that he's using. And I said to him, it's an area where I found some hammered coins, so fingers crossed. Did some pinpointing.
Here we go.
Getting better with that pinpointer. Not too deep. It's always difficult.
In hand.
In hand. Lovely old job.
Yeah, it looks like an old piece of wardrobe or something. Old bit of decorative wardrobe.
Bit of bent green stuff. No, hang on. No. Let me just turn it. Guys, that's a Roman brooch.
No way. Seriously?
That's not a million miles away from... Bloody Roman brooch. Yeah, not a million miles away from where I got one. This is like a Polden Hill type brooch. I found one very, very similar, not far from here. We just don't find... That's even got a bit of the pin. Yeah, so there'll be a spring bit at the back here, and a pin goes across, like a safety pin.
Right.
This bit's a bit bent at the front, sadly, a bit like a elephant trunk. That would have been longer and out. That's a Roman brooch. That's like 2,000 years old.
2,000 years of history.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nuts.
And
Absolutely
the second one's similar to this you found on this field?
Yeah, I've had one like that. I don't know if you guys remember. This was a couple of years ago, probably. It was raining. It was awful, and I just got this little brooch, and it was tiny. It was actually probably smaller than that, so it might have been a child's one, but it was that style. Wow. This place doesn't produce that much Roman, but here we go. Newbie comes along. Mate, that's excellent. Absolutely fantastic.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
That's better than hammered coins, 100%.
Well, it's a good start, isn't it?
It is a good start. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll grid the heck out of this area then. Now there's been 2 brooches, that's really interesting. And see if we can find some coins maybe, because if there's 2 brooches, there should be some Roman coins, shouldn't there? We'll go and find out. Simon, wonder if he's got something interesting to show us. But before he arrives, let me show you this. It's got a B on it, and it's flipping weird. No idea. If anyone knows, please let me know. It's some kind of spindly thing for putting stuff on. Nah, don't know. Sadly, no luck at all finding extra Roman stuff over there. Bit of a shame. So we moved fields and I found a button. So yeah, solid choice. Real tough one actually to leave that field, having found 2 hammered on it and that Roman brooch. Real roll of the dice to come over here. This is musketball field. I found 1 musketball already. That makes up for the one I dropped. But there has been a Roman off here and loads of hammered, so it's worth a shot. And I can hear birds of prey screeching away over there. They're new, they weren't here before. They're getting everywhere, aren't they? Let me introduce you to the clod down here. Here he is. Something in there. Let's find out. Over this side. Oh, is it this thing poking up here? Oh man, come on, I can see what you are. Ah, screwed. Unbelievable. Well done, Simon.
Thank you.
Simon's found his first coin. It's and this is his first ever, so you'll remember this.
I shall, yes.
Forever and ever and ever.
I will remember my first button, yes.
Yes, exactly. It's been a day of first. You can just about make out. It's a veiled head, Queen Victoria, halfpenny, with a date of 1890, something like that. Yeah, can't really tell sadly. It's a little bit smooth, but still, awesomes.
She's a coin.
Cheeky 40, 42. I think it's going to be a shotgun casing. There's been so many of them today. They seem to have come out. Joining me for the day. Where are you? Very close. Oh no. It's another musketball. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, I mean every time I come over here, that's why I call it musketball field. Brilliant. Manticore's just pulled up a teeny weeny little button. There we go, get my focus with a little sort of flower pattern on it. A little bit different. Better than all the other buttons I've had today, apart from the livery one. And musketball number, I don't know, I've lost count. I utterly have. They're great to find, but my word. Wow, the sun's come out. It's absolutely beautiful out here. Boiling hot for a change because the weather's been absolutely rubbish recently. But guys, I'm done. I'm heading back to the car. I hope you enjoyed that. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. So do you metal detect? Well, if you do, you know that you find lots of crusty metal items in the ground. And a lot of the time you think they might be awesome, but you don't know until you clean them up. So today we're going to spend some time cleaning up some finds I found recently and showing you how to do it. So let's get into it. Today I've got in front of me 4 Roman grotti coins. One's a little bit bigger than the other ones, but I'll put them up on the screen so you can see what they look like now. They're very, very crusty. Mostly the mud's off them, I've cleaned them off, but there's this sort of almost corrosion and build up and patinas and all these various things, of which may completely have destroyed all of the detail, or there may be detail hidden underneath. So we need to find that out. I've also got a tiny little hammered coin that I found as well, which isn't in great condition, so I'm going to polish that one up and see if we can make that one look a little bit pretty. I've got a few things to help me. Got the classic wooden pokey stick, so you could use anything really wooden like that. It's nice and soft, not going to hurt the coin too much. Then we're moving on to the composite cleaning pencils. You can get these online. There'll be a link in the description below this video, and you can see Graham at various events who sells these, and they are awesome. They've got little clickers, so as you wear them out you can push them down like technical pencils. There's carbon, I think that's carbon, and I want to say fiberglass or something, I can't remember actually. Anyway, they're different grades, and there's also brass tips as well if you want to get really in there. Also got the classic Silvo. This is going to be to polish up that silver coin when we're ready to. And I've got a couple of versions of waxes. We've got Preserve Microcrystalline Wax, gobful. That's from the Composite Pencils, and Triborius, which is the Artifact Preservation and Enhancement Balm. Again, I'll put links to these in the comments, not in the comments, in the description. Shall we start with the big one? This is the Roman coin I found at Detectorville 2023, and it was my second Roman coin of the day, and I'm told it's an AE, I think they called it, so it's not quite as big as a Follis.
Oh, guess who's had a nice little find? Not me. You'd be that man dancing on the floor.
That's 2 Romans.
Oh, that's a very, you have to blow that one out.
But can you see this? It's difficult to see, but it popped out. It's looking like a lovely disc. Big, thick.
Blank.
Yummy.
Ooh.
Oh, there's going to be loads of detail.
Constantine in it.
Big old Follis. So we'll get started on that one. There seems to be enough detail underneath all of that crud, so I'm hoping we get a really good result with this one. Right, so let's start with a bit of wood. We'll go in there nice and soft to begin with. Hopefully you can make this out. Seems to be a lot of brown incrustation. Yeah, and that's breaking away quite easy, isn't it? Don't want to go too hard at this point, just gently teasing. Might just be a little bit more mud that didn't want to come off. So gently working my way around there at the moment. That's nice, those brown bits are popping off quite decent. Am I making cleaning faces? The concentration takes over. Yeah, I feel like it's weird, so almost by doing this I'm losing the detail a little bit, but it's only because I'm smearing it around. Right. A little tap. Yeah, interesting. So, I don't know if you can see it, but I feel like at the moment that I'm losing detail, but I'm sure I'll get it back later as I start to clean it up and bring up those profiles. It's interesting that brown stuff has left some quite dark stuff underneath. Right, perhaps we need to go on to something a little bit more scrapey. Let's try the white composite pencil. I'm going to try and go in around the profile of the face a bit. See, that feels different again. The moment you put this composite pencil onto the coin, you can feel it gripping onto things. And I noticed that when I did the medieval seal cleaning as well. It just seems to grab into the surface and start to take bits off. It's always a gamble, isn't it? Am I going to remove detail or am I going to expose it? I'm trying to work in amongst the lower bits, help bring up that relief of the portrait. Yeah, again, some more gradually coming off there. Let's move on to the black one. I'll do the same thing. Again, yeah, you can see it's working that surface. Hopefully it's just pulling off the little loose bits and the corrosion. I guess if we do lose any detail along the way, it's been nice knowing you, hasn't it? This thing's been in the ground for the best part of 1700 years, so it's an absolute miracle it's even survived into something that we could identify as a coin today. Right, yeah, there's loads and loads come off there. Still feel like there's some more browny bits up here that need to come off. Difficult to know when to call it. What do we think? Maybe put some preservation wax on and see if it can bring out the details, then we might know better where to work with the pencils. I don't know. Or maybe even just damp it a bit. That often does bring out the detail. You can certainly see the portrait a lot easier when it's wet. There's some more work to be done. Maybe the wet will help loosen some of it. Okay, I've done about as much scraping as I want to do on this coin, and as you can see, I think it's mixed, so I don't know. Oh, it's really difficult. I can't see as much detail, but that may be because it just needs to be brought up with some wax. But certainly the back, if I can get that in the right place, I feel like I can see so much more on the reverse now. There's the 3 standards of the Roman legions, and there's loads of writing around the outside. So that's pretty decent. So I'm going to put some wax on there, and hopefully that'll bring it out even more. But certainly the reverse looks better to me than the front. Let's go with the preservative wax. This is the microcrystalline wax. There we go. Looks like that. And it's sort of the heat of your own finger should allow some to come off on your little pinkies. Well, they're saying that it's quite cold today, so we'll see what happens. I'll start to smear it over the coin. There we go, really push that in. Not the most visually exciting thing you'll ever see on a on a YouTube video, but I think if you're into this sort of thing, you can appreciate wanting to get the best out of your finds and preserving them, of course, for the future as well. Because they really don't like being out in the oxygen, do they? They never look quite as good as the moment you get them out of the field. Well, some of them. Perhaps this one did need some work. Right, I don't feel that's bringing it out any more. It's certainly giving it a protective coat. You see what I mean there? Perhaps I'll try buffing it up on this bit of towel. Yeah, okay. It's better than it was, I think, and certainly the reverse has really popped out as being a great success. So, bit of a mixed bag, but certainly better than it was, and now it's not going to get any worse. It's got that preservation wax on it as well, so it's going to look after it a little bit, stop it from getting all crusty and nasty in the oxygen. So that's number 1 done, and that's the biggest one. I think the other ones are going to be a lot harder. Real mixed bag on the Roman coins there, as you'd expect. Some have got just nothing left on them at all. One of the sort of medium-sized ones, I managed to get a lot more face out of it than I thought was there, so that was quite surprising. So actually, out of the 4 grots that I've got here, I can make out a face on 3 of them, but that last one was just, I think, a bridge too far. It really, yeah, just blankety blank. So yeah, that's not too bad, that's decent. I'll be happy enough for them now to go into the display cabinet. They're sort of preserved and cleaned to the best of their abilities, as it were. They're never going to be amazing coins, those ones, but yeah, they're done. So now let's get on to that little hammered coin, which is a farthing, slightly broken, as you'll be able to see. Loads and loads of detail, but it's teeny weeny little thing. I probably need to start with tin foil on that, so I'm going to do spit and tin foil, which I'll do off camera. It's gross, but basically you gob into a bit of tin foil and you put the silver coin in it and you pinch it together. There'll be a load of heat and it stinks, and that'll really help clean it up initially and get some of that old patina and stuff off it, and then we'll get in there with some silvo. So the yuckiness of me gobbing in the tin foil is all done. Didn't smell too bad, that one. It is a smaller coin, I suppose, but the detail has come up and it's absolutely on fire. It's a beautiful, beautiful looking coin. Absolutely incredible. Hopefully you can see that. It really is a great little coin just to begin with. And on the back there. So I'm not going to go too mad with this, to be fair. Just a little bit of silver on it just to bring out that silver, I think. There's different kinds of silvo. I've got the sort of fibrous type, so it doesn't really say how it's put in there. It's kind of put into embedded into this sort of cotton wool stuff. Makes it quite easy to use. And I don't know about you, maybe I'm a bit of a sicko, but I quite like the smell of these sorts of things. Silver and brasso, both really like the smell of them. But it does come in a liquid form as well, which you then put onto a cloth, but I just don't get on with that as well, to be honest. So just grab a pinch of it, rub it onto your coin, little circles. It's not very abrasive. I can already see stuff coming off. If you know it's working, if you're getting black on your bit of cloth there, on your fibre stuff. Yeah, it's pulling off the nasty bits. But you will need to buff it up afterwards and just remove the silver itself. It's a bit of brown staining patina in places on this one. Right. When you do clean this silver off, you want a cloth that you don't care about. I've got a rank yellow one here that I use. So you can probably see, you'll know that it's cleaning. If you take a clean bit of cloth and you rub it, you should get a black area left. It's hard to pinch onto this one. Ugh. There you go. See, it takes black comes off and then makes it all shiny, and it's magic, and I don't know how it's done. Right, but yeah, there we go. That is one shiny looking coin. Like that a lot. Way better than it was, I think. It's not got any value. It's nice just to be able to read it and see it in a way that it would have been when it was new, and I think that's kind of nice. And people can give you as much rubbish about cleaning coins as they like. You've found them, they're your coins. Just keep in mind, when you get something really super duper rare, if you are thinking of selling it because you need to make an agreement with a farmer or whatever, that's the time when you need to really start considering your coin cleaning. So I'll give you that little caveat. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. There's loads of other different types of coins and different methods for cleaning coins, and we'll go over those in future videos, or if not, you can always check out ones I've done before. I'll put links for those below, or you can click above here where there'll be a card to a link to one of mine where I used a Dremel, and that was very, very popular. And unpopular all at the same time, as you can imagine. Anyway guys, I hope you found that useful and you enjoyed the video and the main hunt as well. Look out for competitions that I'm running every now and then on the main channel, with giveaways and all kinds of bits all the way leading up to Christmas. Right, see you next time. Bye for now.